Chapter 11. Nasreen had to admit she was relieved that Dante was wallowing in angst and depression. It kept him from asking too many questions. If he had forced her to disclose exactly where she was going tonight, and for what purpose, his mood would have been far worse. After leaving her apartment, she made straight for the shuttle bus station and took the first transport to Londonburg. She hadn't been there for months now. After the incident that had brought her and Dante together, it was the one city she tried to avoid at almost any cost. The ride from Seoul to Londonburg was a long one. The stations were all connected in their haphazard way, with tunnels and sky bridges always available to link one to another. The route between the two great cities was more direct than some of the others hastily raised into space without much planning for how the whole network would function. The simple fact remained that they were on opposite sides of the world, each having been pulled heavenward from a different tail end of the Eurasian continent. With so much time to think, Nasreen reflected on everything that had happened since the ill-fated job she'd taken with Captain Revo. Revo's plunderers were a disreputable bunch, definitely not the cream of the crop as far as their kind went. They had a nasty habit of hiring new pilots or other technicians and murdering them to avoid paying them their share of whatever plunder they pulled from Earth. Nasreen had gone undercover as their most recent hire to investigate one such disappearance. Once she had arrived dirtside, something truly bizarre had happened. An Atlantican man who claimed to have been briefly adopted and cared for by dirt walkers, which was all but unheard of, had approached her and the rest of the crew. His allies among the natives had joined him when the fighting broke out. That man had been none other than Dante Slate. He and she had fought off Revo's people in the decaying labyrinth of the former Atlantica Metro, eventually slaughtering them all before returning to the stations in Revo's ship. Having come through the ordeal together, they'd struck up a partnership.